to know enough. Too old to play the part, too cool for showing up. Too dumb to say what's smart, so I'm a substitute waiting for the game to start. But I ain't trying to get played like change your heart. And may I park and find me another ride. I'm letting Florence tell you how I feel inside.
So this week the news has went from a death and assassination to the canceling of a show, a late night host. And the irony is so thick in the air that you almost can't just breathe, right? Like the people that call, Trump fascist like he had anything to do with his firing is just, it's kind of like sad, like it's always, so many of them are boomers. They just have no, I don't know if it's a resource to actual news or if they just believe that everything they're told, but there's like no connection to reality. Like, did we just totally forget all the people on the other side who were fired that nobody talked about? Like, they banned Trump from Twitter, the president of the United States, and we're talking about a late night host who was, you know, got banned from Disney. We're talking about Carlson, Russell Brand, Tim Allen, Roseanne, Chappelle. They tried to cancel Chappelle. Just all the the list is endless of the people who got banned from social media and different things that are on the other side. And that doesn't even speak to the fact that during 2020 you couldn't say anything or you would get fired. But somehow it's fascist to get rid of a late night talk show host who isn't making any money. I mean, he's making money, but the network isn't because nobody watches the show. It just, irony is not lost on some of these folks, and it's amazing to me that there is such a level of cognitive dissonance. They have no concept uh, of what really actually is going on. And I'm not here to like pick sides, but it when you can't see, when you can only see it from your perspective, there is no having a conversation and being like, hey, don't you remember this? They won't hear it. It's just like there's nothing you can do or say, but it's just, it's funny to me. It's actually kind of funny to me watching some of these boomers and people talk about this fascism. If it was real fascism, you would go to prison. Okay, it's almost an insult to people that live in North Korea, that live in some of these dictatorships where you get murdered for having a difference of opinion. Like, to say it's fascism is beyond the pale of stupid. I mean, I hate to be that way. I hate to just say that, but it's so it's so degrading and insulting to people who live in these despotic places in the world where if you do speak out against the government, you go to jail or get murdered. Like, there's no fear of that here in the United States, you know? And it's so silly. All these left wing pundits now coming out who were just celebrating Tucker Carlson being kicked off the air now are like saying, this is a threat to democracy. It's a threat. Like they had any, like, Trump, made a phone call and was like, hey, get Kimmel off the air now. No one did that. The thing is, the pendulum is swinging a little bit, and people are realizing that we just can't have somebody. We're not making any money, and that's why they cut out a bunch of the stuff this June. If you know what I'm saying. The reason they cut that out is because they weren't making any. It's about profit for them. Okay, that's the bottom line. And if things aren't profitable, then they cut it out. These companies. So wherever it's not about being empathetic towards people, or it's not about being towards social progress. No, it's about the bottom line. And when a company sees that the bottom line is not moving in the right direction, they'll change course. They don't have any moral standard they're living by. It's about the bottom line. Anyways, these are just my thoughts. If you liked it, cool. If you didn't, well, maybe you'll like the next one.